Hello, everyone. Welcome to twitch.tv/freeenterprise, where we have an excellent race going on today. I will be joining. Just a second here. All right, sorry about that. I will be joining Alchemy on the mic today, and we also have Firebird Lover on the tracking, and new to the tracking team, CS Radical is going to be pressing buttons for us today. Up today, we also have a fantastic race between two friendly rivals, Tibble and Possum Morpheus. I'll hand you all over to Alchemy now, who's going to explain this flag set as the creator of it.
Hello, everyone. Alchemy here. First off, thanks, Possum. That's very nice of you. Bonk staff, indeed. So, for this week, we just have our friendly favorite grandpa FuSoYa. All he has to do is clear the moon. He doesn't even have to get his own super personal, cool, super hecka nice weapon. He just has to clear the lunar subterranean and also beast aromas. The fun spin on this, of course, is that, well, there is a main objective that FuSoYa can't cast a single spell until he's full power. Not a single one, not even in race, in combat or outside of combat. Did you know that FuSoYa can equip whips? Can equip bows? That's true.
And he'll be starting out with an archer kit today, won't he?
Yup. So he'll be fine. Sure, it's T-Pro and S-Pro, but he'll be fine.
T-Pro, max tier 6, so we're not going to be getting our crystal swords or anything of the sort. We'll be playing some good, honest free enterprise today, and doing some quick math here. That means that FuSoYa is going to have to defeat 14 bosses before he's allowed to cast a single spell, so hopefully we get some good allies or some good equipment to kind of bridge the gap there until he can just start throwing around all those nukes and quakes that he's known for.
Yep, and if I recall correctly, there is no way for FuSoYa, without a key item of some sort, for FuSoYa to get all of his spells before going underground. So let's hope that's a magma key and not a hook.
Yep, without any key items, you have access to 10 bosses to start off, so you still have to find 4 bosses after that to finish powering them up.
Indeed. So aside from that, another spin is see distinct 10. So only 10 characters will show up on the seed. So be careful.
But with C maybe it could be even less.
Indeed. But at the very least 10. This adds like a fun spin, since FuSoYa is so tough to begin with. It's gonna make for an interesting early game at the very least.
Ready. So it looks like the race is about to start here in a few seconds. All right, and we are. No. False start. Now we're off. All right, let's see how good Radical is at pushing buttons here as we get our first key item check. Our boss at Baron 1 is the dolls with the Earth Crystal. That is beautiful. Oh.
Wow.
Do we take that, Rosa? Heck yeah, we take that, Rosa. Let's see if Tibble does the same thing. There we go.
So that's right off the bat. That's 2 characters and the treasury. Wow.
So I feel like we're going to hit the treasury because even with T-Pro max tier 6, there are a decent amount of best in slot gear at tier 6. So, we might find an armor bow, maybe a ribbon or 2, or just some great armor. We get something to really get this party off the ground, and then we can start clearing the overworld and get to those 14 bosses that we need to fight.
Yeah, or a heroine robe. Hello, you've got Rosa. That's
yes.
help a lot.
Yes, fun fact, Rosa can solo a number of seeds by herself. It's amazing.
Yeah. Even an Elven bow will be pretty good.
Alright, so Possum Morpheus hitting the treasury first, and Tybalt right behind him here. We don't have the jingle up today, so we're just going to talk our way through this. Oh, was Possum Morpheus thinking the free treasury for a half second there? We'll never know.
Indeed. Well, let's play our favorite game, rate that rate that treasury. Wow.
Lightsaber, Charm Rod, Power Shirt,
Wow.
Leviathan. Not bad, not bad. Diamond Ring, a Siren, and a Crystal Ring.
Wow, that was solid. A soul hack all around.
Yeah, not great damage yet, but we do have some excellent defensive gear. That Crystal Ring is best in the slot for a lot of characters, and also the Diamond Ring is not too shabby.
Glass Hat is also excellent in case we do have to go down the hook route.
Yeah, great against those physical bosses, your walls, your dark imps, all that sort of thing.
And as we all know, King Queen Evelyn Spot has it's a disgustingly high attack, like physical attack power, so that's gonna come real handy.
Just punchy. But yeah, we also saw a Power Shirt and a Black Belt between the Earth Treasury and the Free Treasury. Both racers now heading out of the castle. We're gonna see if their routes are gonna diverge here.
Indeed, I do wonder if they're even gonna bother like looting more. I mean, yeah, I guess so, because they didn't find any like good weapons that either of these characters can equip.
Yeah, this team's only putting out a couple hundred damage per turn at best right now, so they might dig around and see what else they can find here. Maybe do some shopping, because a lot of bows and arrows are, tier 3, 4, 5. You can find them in shops, but
Casual Sig Web in Troya.
Oh, that's part of the end game down. We're gonna check the Waterfall Boss here. It's a vanilla Octoman.
Wow.
Come back later with some lit arrows or something.
It begins.
So it looks like Possum Morpheus might be going for the 14 bosses after all.
Samurai Elbembo is solid.
Oh, we got another white mage. I feel like she's not going to join the team for both tactical and personal preference for Possum Morpheus.
Yeah, that will be shocking.
And there she goes. Bye-bye, small child. All right, meanwhile, Tibble goes into Mist Cave, sees Kainazo.
That's such a relief to see Kainazo here.
Yes, not on the moon, not in Giant, nothing like that. Just a easy first boss for FuSoYa to take down here. Remedy for 46, fantastic. So threatening. Meanwhile, Possum Morpheus looking like he's going to build a cast first to get his party going, which makes sense.
Yeah, so since this is C maybe, I decided to jump him a bone. Just put 3 characters on. It's okay.
A reasonable concession, absolutely, I agree with that. So far, we haven't seen anyone super amazing. Normally, Tell would be a little exciting, but we already have a Fu here, so I feel like both these guys are hitting the wayside. There they go.
This is kind of like my become the monster flex. That is like, you want a D machine? Okay, then let's hack in D machine. Just give in.
Just
like,
go
just
mode?
do it. Just go ham. Grab the Darkness Crystal and just win the game. Sure, whatever. It's okay. This once, it's fine.
Alright, we're seeing somewhat looting in the Watery Pass here. We're going to see if Tybalt decides to take this Tella. Meanwhile, Possum Morpheus going out the mountain over ordeals. There's that Elven Bow. Second chest of ordeals. Love to see it.
That's both characters with pretty decent bows. Oh, wow. Look at who's hiding here.
And there's our motivation to do ordeals.
That's pretty fitting in a way.
Yeah, and we got a lightsaber out of the treasury too, so he's going to be doing all right.
Indeed.
And a power shirt.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
I see FuSoYa and friends in the near future.
Yeah. He's got some good friends already.
Oh, yeah. Just like these 3 can like solo the entire. Well, not solo, but can like do the entire rest of the seed.
Alright, so let's see here. We got Rosa welding the bow. Oh, there's 2 elven bows. Fantastic. And a power shirt. We're going full...
This old man is buff.
We're going warrior mage here. Let's do it.
Yeah. It like this flex that came about when I was talking like Newest Corner, and I was like, FuSoYa doesn't have any good spells. What do I do this early on? And it's like, just put a bow on him. And people were like, you can put a bow on FuSoYa? I'm like, yeah.
Even if you don't have a bow, like Lunar Staff on a base FuSoYa swings for like 200 to 300 damage, which isn't so bad.
Yeah. Like you think of FuSoYa as just like a raw spellcaster. Like, yeah, old man can bonk. just, just let him rip.
All right, so it looks like that we are not having much of an ordeal right now. Even Cecil could take this guy down by himself. There we go. Skull's get the right idea. Put a bow on him. Put a bow in his. He's got lots of hair. Let's put a bow in there somewhere.
Indeed.
Can we make that a palette, please?
He will look great with one.
And there goes that very scary water hag. Oh, we were in so much danger the whole time.
Indeed.
I was about to read which spells FuSoYa got there, but I guess it doesn't matter until he has all of them, so we could just skip those dialogue boxes.
Absolutely correct. He does not matter one iota.
Oh, this could be fun here. Leviathan at the back tag spot.
Doesn't this spot have like really high spell power? Uh-oh.
More so than the rest of the area here. We might see some Star Veils coming out here. There we go. Star Veils Cure 2, Bounce some Ice 2s. I feel like Morpheus has this in the bag, but it's not 100% guaranteed, yeah.
Now it is. With some potion on a Star Veil,
there we go. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get some Bounce Ice 2s as well to speed things up, but if not, FuSoYa's got this. Meanwhile, Tybalt going to go clean up that Octo Man, get another boss down for FuSoYa there.
Yeah, honestly, I will also have Burn the Star Veil here for sure, even though they're like a bit of a premium, because you want to avoid visiting as many shops as possible because of the time sink that is. But right here, I feel like this really warrants that use.
And yeah, it's like burning some resources to get your Paladin online is just totally worth it anyway. Alright, there goes Leviathan. We've got a melting noodle just going to flop its way off the bridge there.
Very, very good. Yeah, like that was just such a clean play from Possum.
Exactly, yeah. Because I know, like, I was thinking 2 Star Veils there, but no, 1 was definitely the right call there. Rosa doesn't need that 3,000 experience that badly.
Shoutouts to Tyrrell making Rosa punch with command for 7 HP.
Hey, whatever gets those limbs off.
Exactly. I was gonna say, like Octoman's whole mechanic is that every time he gets hit by a damage, like he gets a little slower. So it's not a bad idea to just have Rosa go at him.
So FuSoYa going under his ordeals here. We'll see what he finds in the mirror room today.
Well, that's useful, but you know.
The real reward is the friends we made along the way, honestly.
The real reward is the light sword Cecil that we're gonna get.
Oh, one-shotting Plague. Fantastic.
Wow, he just had to be Plague, huh? Yep. Excellent.
It's okay, that power shirt made it absolutely nothing. Alright, we're gonna see who's attacking Fat Bull over on Tybalt's side here.
Oh. Well, they only decided to take a walk, apparently.
He's not in his natural habitat on the moon. What's going on? Alright, Possum Morpheus is probably gonna get... I know Tybalt's been going around clearing more stuff first, but I feel like having that lightsaber Cecil is going to speed up Possum Morpheus as he starts retreading old ground here.
Mm-hmm. He, like with no free characters, there's a balance between I'm going to try and do as many checks as possible, and I'm going to do a tour around the world getting characters. Like FuSoYa is like, even without his spells, FuSoYa is level 50, and he has the stats to back that up. Yeah. So maybe like it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do as many checks as I can before I get like my final party. Meanwhile, Possum was doing the opposite, which is like, I'm going to check all the characters, see if I can fish anyone, and he did. Wow.
I know, personally, I like Possum Morpheus' play here, because knowing the characters you have, that's information, and that helps influence your shopping, your treasure routing, like all that sort of thing. Like, now you know what type of stuff you're looking for. You know you're looking for Cecil gear. You know he's in the siege. You don't have to, like, if you find a crystal sword, you don't be like, oh, am I selling this eventually? No, you keep it, because, you know, you got the guy on you already, so...
Mm-hmm. And you will find in the Baron Key Fabul. That's really nice. That's another character and 3 bosses. If you want to get feisty.
See how feisty we're feeling. Meanwhile, we're getting that Kainazo out of here in probably 2 hits. But he's doing it with the Dancing Dagger, which is interesting.
Might be like at these low levels, the Dancing Dagger spell cast, like item spell cast, might do slightly bigger, like better damage. I'm not sure.
Or he might have forgotten he had it.
Or that.
Yeah.
Or that.
Excellent racer, but we're all human in the end.
Indeed.
Oh, hey, there's the ultimate sword for the other Cecil. Alright, 2 bosses in the end here, so that's going to add to our count pretty quickly.
You kind of want to see Mylon Z on the other side, like on the next fight.
Absolutely, but here at least you can skip his dialogue in 1 hit, so that will save you a few seconds.
Hey, did you know Mylon is flying and that's why he took so much damage? Okay, now you know. Carry on. Oh, gross.
Well, it's gonna take a hot minute.
Yeah, she sure is. Oh boy. You know, like, this bot is pretty troublesome. It has a decent amount of HP. It hits like relatively hard. And you know, CPU is like free in quotations, but it's just a slog. Do hate to see CPU. That's stuff.
Absolutely, like Possum will win this fight. It's gonna take a minute.
But that Dancing Dagger still continues to be extremely useful by just like bypassing the CPU's wall.
Absolutely, yeah, it's doing a fantastic back row damage here. And then, fun fact, after these boss fights, both races are going to be at 1100 HP for FuSoYa, except Tybalt is resetting out of that. Decided he wants to change a couple things first, it seems.
And what's the reward?
The hook.
Oh no, here we go. But well, with that Earth Crystal, like, maybe it's still a lot of bosses. Earth and Baron Key. Ugh.
Was it just me, or did that hook take forever to come up?
It did, huh?
I feel like we were like waiting for it, and it was just like, no, we're just gonna lie around here for a minute.
Sid is older than he liked to let on. Okay, he needs a real rest before getting up.
Yeah, he's a whopping 36 years old, if I remember correctly. That's in JRPG years, that's very ancient.
Well, that Thor rate's is not gonna do it, but Tybalt has the same idea that Possum had, which is put up that Starville.
Yeah.
And that is why.
Yeah, we got that nice reflected ice too. You love to see it.
400 is a lot.
Wait, Sid's 54? Oh, I thought that was the after years age. TIO.
Ooh, Possum is going airborne. Is he gonna fish for Holy Sword?
Let's get that holy sword.
And Tybalt expertly dealing with that Leviathan. It only took like a little reset, but only to get that perfect setup.
Exactly, and oftentimes a reset is worth it to fix your setup so that you can win a few turns faster or make it a little safer.
Just a casual strength ring from Avalon Castle. Wow.
Just lying around, yep. Meanwhile, no trap chest on the left side, so we're going to see if he's going to pop out and save his loot, or if he's just going to keep going here.
The other day, I was playing Seed with Rosa, and I went to equip that strength ring on Rosa, and I was so confused that I couldn't. And I was like, but Rosa, she shoot well with the harrowing row. Why can't I equip? This makes no sense. I was actually confused. Like, I want to equip the strength ring on Rosa. What are you talking about? But no.
Let's see what the plan is here. We see Possum Morpheus skipping a couple of turns. Looks like he's doing a bunch of defending and not much else. Meanwhile, we're going to see the plague on
Oh,
Tipple's
there it
field.
is. That is the play. Swing the big holy stick.
There are certainly worse plans in this world.
In that. Hi, plague. Bye, plague.
Alright, so we're just gonna pluck away here at this Stalemon fight, one hit at a time, but everyone's got some nice defensive gear, thanks to the, in no small part, to the Earth Crystal Treasury. So we're gonna get through this eventually as well.
What do you think Possum is gonna get out of this chest?
Oh gosh, trying to protect Trap Chest Loot. So Eblin technically has like some of the worst odds for Crystal Swords, but they always seem to come up for me, so it's a hard one to call. Yeah.
It is kind of weird, honestly.
Or it could be, could be bias and what you want to call it, confirmation bias. But hey,
I mean,
that's not fun.
It is like 10% per chest, I think. It says here on the probability curve. So it's not the worst. Oh, that was so fast, Possum. Was it Artemis?
It was a samurai bow.
Oh, well, close enough, but no cigar.
Yeah, still an upgrade though. We take those.
Indeed, and also we take the EXP.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hook route is real nasty.
Oh, but we do have 2 bosses in the Tower of Zod as well, so that's 2 more bosses to get close to those 14 bosses for Fu there.
Indeed. We are getting there.
And I don't think he went and refought that Octoman yet, since he checked it the first time and then he left, so he also has that.
And once Possum fights the Fabul defense boss, he's gonna another light sword. Nice. He's gonna get the Baron Key, which are another 2 bosses.
And also Antline, if we're all going to stop pretending fading that is a good idea at any point.
Fair, yes.
It's just such an easy check. And you have exit.
It's no, you don't have exit.
I mean, he's going to by the time he finishes his castle, probably, but still.
I mean, you can't cast exit until FuSoYa's full power.
No, but Cecil learns it at level 17.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair. I forgot about that.
It's true. Cecil does have a white magic command.
Cecil continues to be the best character in the game. If only he will get Blink.
Yeah. That's right, Cecil needs buffs.
You heard it here first, folks. Cecil needs buffs.
Oh, I've never seen Charmrod used here before. Let's see what the Black Cats do when they're confused.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Do they start blustering themselves?
I think they blast. Yup.
So good. So good.
That's like so Free Enterprise is all about like extremely niche knowledge that you apply in certain situations to get like a small advantage, like accumulative small advantages, and there it is.
This is my favorite thing already. I love this.
Yeah, 400 on Lamia, a swing, and he's down. Like clean chest. Didn't even get hit once, I think.
Yeah. All right, that ninja shirt's good money at least.
Wow, all of that for just a ninja shirt. Meanwhile, Tybalt is again like expertly dealing with the CPU. Like both of these racers are so incredibly good at this game, and like we mentioned, they have a bit like a friendly rivalry going on. So this is very interesting because they're both killing it.
Yeah, apparently they seem to have this habit of finishing within a minute of each other, so we'll see if they keep that up today.
I don't think there are any ties in this club. So like if they finish like 0.5 seconds of each other, whoever comes up on top is on top. But I'm okay with the honorary like tournament tie. That sounds great on my book.
I was cheer for that, but it's like, no, somebody has to go back and verify who's the winner in that case, and that's actual work.
Yeah, that is actual work. Like I could do it, but please don't make me do it. This is a for fancy thing, okay? Please. I beg of you.
Oh, is Tybalt doing Tower of Zot? Yes. Let's go up. Let's see who the two bosses are, the two characters. We'll see if he fills out his party here, what decisions he makes.
Do you think Tybalt's gonna check?
Flame
yes.
Dog, 100%. Yeah.
Yes, he's going for it.
It's such an easy trap chest. It's, as long as you can take the flame into maybe one physical hit, like almost any party can take it down. And even though like the odds aren't the best, like the potential of getting a tier 7, tier 8 item is just, you got to go for it. You got to.
I personally try going for it when I don't have to go into like the weird fork at the end. That's like really out of the way for those treasure chests. But even then, it might be worth it.
It's true, and we're gonna see if Tybalt does that now.
Nope.
He
Goodbye.
But hey, Possum Morpheus is coming in from behind, so we'll see what he does as he goes into the Tower of Zot himself there. All right, let's see who this first boss is. Is this Rubicante? Oh. Okay. I mean, Cecil can do decent damage here, but we're gonna have to deal with those Fire 2 counters.
Yep.
Which actually don't hurt that much, so never mind. We're good.
Wow. Well, okay. Just like, let her rip and heal with Rosa. Sure.
It makes sense. In the vanilla game, they can't have the Mega Sisters just like one-shotting your entire party with level 2 spells, so I get that.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a lot of re-equipping on the fly. Are we equipping the Elven Bow for damage, or to increase Rosa's healing here? Oh, looks like it's damage.
Oh, aim. Right, aim bypasses the fight counter, like the Fire 2 counter, because it only counters fight. It doesn't counter aim.
Absolutely. I do believe Possum Morpheus still has a Boreas item on him, so we'll see if he manages to make up some time by using that and getting a few thousand damage on him or so.
Healing is also very important, just in case.
Oh, absolutely. You can't win if your numbers are 0.
Put that on my grave.
Exact word for word.
There's the Boreas. Very nice.
The Boreas. Alright, and we're just going Zerker.
Remember, folks, boring is better than nothing.
Alright, so Cecil pointing out some good damage there. It looks like, I'm gonna say maybe 4 swings?
It, eat your heart out, Yang. Good lord.
Also looks like he glitched out his weapon and then berserk so that he can get some swag kicks here, which I am a huge fan of.
Did Possum do it just for, like, the funnies? Because I see no, like, strategic benefit from doing this.
Oh, the animation is almost exactly the same length. It was just for funsies.
Can't believe Possum disrespecting my club live on stream. Incredible.
Hey, Fu needed the strongest allies, so he brought along somebody who could punch down, Rubicante in 5 hits. It's just how it goes.
FuSoYa's still waking up, okay? He needs some help. That is literally it. Another vanilla count, number 2.
Is that the third Tella? Because there was like Watering Pass, Visidia, and this one?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Ah, jeez. So meanwhile, as Tybalt gets through this fight, notice he's at 1400 for FuSoYa, so after he clears Tower of Zot, he will be 3 bosses away.
Seat number 3.
There's the number 3. Wow, this is I mean, there was a Cecil. we can be grateful for that.
Yep. I mean, you can equip, like, I don't know, like a bone. Like, if you find an Artemis, you can slap that on state, and he does good work.
Most characters can do good work when you give them the best equipment in the game, it turns out.
Yeah, gee. Go figure.
It's okay, they're all waiting for him at the Tower of Mysidia if he wants to go pick up his Sids and Tellas later, and...
No!
This is a bad spot for this boss!
This sucks so hard.
Oh, their reflective spells are gonna do, what, 3,000-4,000 damage?
Good lord.
All right, we're flipping around here. We're taking an Elven Bow for the mage killing properties, which is absolutely fantastic.
Like this is one of those bosses, like boss swaps where it's like, yeah, if you swap this into like French vanilla, it's worse actually.
Oh, I'm surprised that Cecil survived that, but now Mindy's down temporarily, so this fight's probably going to go well from here on out.
Think of the levels.
Yes, we're going to do a Mega Scissors grind here. Let's go. Alright, single cure 3. We're going to make sure that Cecil is alive, which should seal the deal here. Meanwhile, Tybalt's about to find out the good news. Alright, cure 3 up on Cecil. We are looking at... Oh, he's Zerking Fu? Heck yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
Love it when the mages get in on the circus strats. Alright, so we're going to be at 1,300 for Posmorpheus and 1,600 for Tybalt's respective foos here.
What? That went pretty well for Possum. Oh, there's Blink. Very nice. You love to see it.
No, it was very, very fortunate that Cecil survived that initial fire too. That managed to get him set up without losing too many turns there.
I wonder if that was like a low roll.
I think it might have been, but also Cecil just has some really good gear on him too.
Yeah, that's true. Probably a combination of both.
And now we definitely have Exit on Rosa, so somebody please do Antline, I beg you.
There's the tail! Nice! That's good gear.
Fantastic gear, especially if you find the rat tail that guides you there as well. You can get like a key item check, some gear, just a nice little errand to run.
Yes.
Oh, or we can just go do that right now.
Ooh, might be fishing for the crystal sword.
I mean, yeah, finding that before your opponent does make up a lot of time. I can't blame him for going for this.
Or it might be a white shirt, like always.
White shirt's far from the worst thing here.
Indeed.
Or
where's that Rydia? Rydia might not exist. So too bad, I guess.
Meanwhile, we see Tybalt not having as much luck with this fight here. His Cecil is unfortunately down. Here comes another Delta attack. Fire 2 hitting Rosa.
Oof.
We are in a bit of a sticky situation here. And meanwhile, Posomorpheus is just going to stomp all over that Octomam, so...
Hello! I know you absorb Holy, but hi, I'm going to swing at you anyway.
Yep. Alright, here comes another Delta attack. They're coming out at least as fast as Tybalt is reviving here, so he might be in very real trouble here.
Oof, ouch. Yeah, I don't know.
That might be the small reprieve he needs, though, if he doesn't die from this physical attack.
Yeah, no, he won't.
Oh, we're going for the Cindy kill. We're going for the Cindy kill.
Like that's the only thing. Oh no, too late.
2 turns. Alright, so yeah, this next Delta attack is unfortunately going to finish the fight here. As Posomorpheus gets a very quick Octomam. I admittedly was not looking at his screen there, so I'm assuming it was a very clean fight.
Yeah. So this is like a small leg on Posomorpheus over his friendly rival Tybalt. Like we'll see how the rest of the scene develops.
Absolutely, and Tybalt's still up a couple of checks. Like Possum hasn't done Baron Castle, Fabul Castle yet. For example, he hasn't gotten that Baron Key.
And also, Tybalt might choose to use not do Evelyn Castle straight up, which will save time.
Also true. All right, so all Gauntlet. Are we doing it?
I mean, you have to, right, for the spells.
For the spells, and also this could be the Darkness Crystal.
That is also true. It could in fact be the Darkness Crystal, which is literally Go mode.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about one key item seeds is you gotta find that one key item, and it could be anywhere.
Yeah. I like lately we've been doing a lot of like high completion seeds. It's time we get a break and do like a giant percent adjacent.
Now, as someone who's a huge fan of Giant Percent and Hogtail Shop and other such darkness-oriented seeds, like it's not as swiggy as people may think, because usually you have to dig around for that Darkness Crystal anyway, and it takes both players some time. It's very rare that there's going to be such a huge divergence that one person's going to get it like 30 minutes ahead of the other person.
100%. So, if you enjoy this so much, has it ever happened that you just get a Darkness Crystal start? Has that happened to you?
Oh, the very first time I played Giant Percent, like on my own to like try out the flag set, yeah, starting Darkness Crystal, I literally screamed. It was great. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Good lord.
Yeah. Oh, so far, yeah, my fastest Giant Percent was 23 minutes, and I could have shaved 4 minutes off of that. That was fun. Which, yeah, that's another thing about this flag set, is once you get that Darkness Crystal, like, you know, you go straight to the mood and roll the dice and see if you can do it, and that's...
Wow.
But yeah, that's one of the fun things about these Darkness Crystal Equal Go mode flag sets, is it's also a test of, like, your spine, like, how much do you want to gamble? Like, do you take all of the huge time invested to go to the moon? Because that moon's, you know, flight takes a lot of time. And do you just go for your objectives right off? Do you hope that, you know, you find at least one easy boss to give you the levels to do the rest of them? Or do you try to, like, prep a little more first? But if you're prepping a little more, is your opponent going to the moon first? And are they clearing all of those checks because they went first and found that the bosses were actually manageable? Like, there's a lot of, like, rolling, you know, just... Not even rolling dice, just, like, you know... I always like to say whoever has the thickest spine, they'll do fine. So...
Like, the other thing about this flag set is, the objectives, like, the moon is... not allowed to be haunted. Like, everything you have to do is just the moon bosses, and as such, there is no need for a grind. Technically, if you can manage to defeat all the moon bosses, that's your grind right there.
Absolutely, but even if you throw away the grinding on the moon bosses for a second, what a lot of people tend to learn when they do this sort of thing is there are other grinds on the moon that you can do. Like, for example, you go straight to Hairdryer Chest, that's about 36,000 experience. That gets, you know, most parties into your high 20s. Or you can go and fight the behemoths if you have, say, like a Holy Sword Cecil. And that gets you, you know, over 150,000 experience, which puts you somewhere in your mid-30s, high 30s, which is usually enough to clear out most moon bosses at that point. Like, you find all these different moon grinds, or if you're playing with vanilla chests, you go and you do, like, your Warlock Carry chest. Those fights are usually pretty easy, very easy to life glitch, get over 100,000 experience off each of those, and then from there you can just start clearing through the moon and getting your levels for the other bosses and do the seed that way.
Or you can let your dark side take over and do a D-Machine grind.
You could do a D-Machine grind. Personally, I feel like, especially if it takes both racers some time to find the Darkness Crystal, it's probably not necessary, just because, unlike Zeramis, where you generally want to be in, like, your mid-40s, maybe in your 50s before you fight him, a lot of moon bosses with some decent management, you can fight them at level 30. So usually you just find the bosses that you can fight, and then those give you levels for the other bosses. You don't need to, like, do an external grind, but at the same time, we both know that Morpheus and Tibble are very versed in D-Machine grind, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that was the base idea I had for this flag set. Is like, yeah, as soon as you get moon access, by that point, you either have the boss requirements for Power FuSoYa, or you're quite close, so you just, like, knock over a few bosses, and then you just go to the moon with full power FuSoYa. That was my, like, and that's your grind. That was my base idea, but people can do whatever they want.
Turns out it's a free world. Or, as they say, a free enterprise. But anyway, we see it. Oh, that's the name of the game we're playing. But we see Tibble, unfortunately, bouncing off of Meg's sisters twice here. I'll see if the third time is a charm, as Morpheus makes a beeline to Baron.
That Mega Sisters is one of the worst spots you can find Mega Sisters on, pretty much. It's real nasty, and if those reflected, like, Delta attacks hit the wrong characters, do some nasty rolls, it just... Tibble was forced to pick up Sid in order to have, like, an extra body just to tank the spells, which honestly might not be a bad idea.
point coming from chat, though. It's we saw equipment made the difference when Possum Morpheus was fighting the Mega Sisters, because his Cecil only took like 900 damage off that fire too, whereabouts Tybalt's is taking more. So there's definitely like the gear matters here.
Indeed.
Could be a case of like the importance of prep here.
Well, Possum is fine. It's going down Baron right away for those 2 bosses and that get him check, no doubt.
Could be our Darkness Crystal, could be the Magma Cube. We'll see what it is here. Normally, at this point, you'd be like, oh, FuSoYa, you have some sort of big spell you can use, but nope, we're not doing that today. So we'll see if he burns his Hourglass to make the dolls easy, or what plan he's got here.
Oof. Like, again, those spells.
Yeah. Another good point in chat. Yeah, it was Possum picked up Samurai arrows from one of the trap chests in Eblin Castle. Where Cecil's slinging iron.
Dang, I here I thought that Possum didn't get like anything like game changing from Eblin Castle. Guess I was wrong.
So much of this game is having like just good enough gear to get where you need to be, and we're seeing that here. It was like Possum Morpheus just had like slightly more levels, slightly better gear, and managed to get through that Mega Sisters on the first try here. Whereabouts it looks like Tybalt might unfortunately be bouncing off this for the 3rd time here.
Indeed, it is a bit of a bit of a shame to see like someone like struggle with a boss, but I think like I can't stress enough how hard this fight is.
Yes.
It's bonkers hard.
Yeah, and like they're going fast too. Like this isn't an optimal agility situation or anything. Like they're just zipped along with their delta attacks here.
Yeah, like I see this. Like I see Mega Sisters here and like, hello, goodbye. I'm leaving now. See you later. But no, these people are going to tackle the like these hard bosses in whatever order that, like they find is fastest, even if they're lacking gear or levels.
It does take.
They're good at the game. They can do that. I can't.
Also, like it also just takes a really long time to leave the tower side.
Yes, on top of that, indeed.
Meanwhile, we have a very easy boss on the throne here. You'll love to see that.
Kinda was hoping for this boss on the moon, honestly. Too bad.
It's true. He is a very easy moon boss, but we gotta have some good bosses on the moon.
Yeah, like at the very least, we have seen Kinazo and Lion down here in the earth. So
yeah. All right, let's see if we can skip the second part of the dialogue here. Oh, almost. Ooh, just enough to skip the dialogue. You'd love to see that.
Now, the real fight. Bye. Let's hope this is it for Tybalt and he can get like over this Nazi like speed bump.
Absolutely.
Another Tela. Wow. Is this like distinct? Is this distinct 5? I swear to God, I put distinct 10. Well, hold on. There was Porum around.
There was a Porum, yeah. So we've seen 6 characters, but that's the fun of C maybe is that sometimes if you're on the wrong end of the bell curve, it can give you as low as 3 characters sometimes. Despite what you put the distinct settings at. Fun little intricacies when you're with the whole flag system here.
Yeah. I unless my math is wag, I don't recall checking out a resident mathematician side marshal's charge for C maybe that if you lowered the distinct, the number shifted like ever so slightly, so that never mind what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh. No hope right today. Not that it matters because we have the full power for FuSoYa and Possum Morpheus' side anyway.
Yeah. Wow. Like this series is going. Aside from the nasty Mega Sister, which by the way I'm missing more Tybalt for finally getting through it. It's just like this series is going like a racer's way, pretty much.
Yep. Other than that Darkness Crystal, but hey, maybe we'll find it soon. The warp glitch is on, so that's 2 item checks from Dwarf Castle, for example. And then you got Feymarch, you got, Sheila 1, Seed's opening up now, so won't be too much longer until Possum Morpheus finds it. Unless it's in Twin Heart, but he decides to never check Twin Heart because he's that's one of his inclinations.
Indeed. I will laugh, and I know he will too, if it came down to Tybalt checking Twin Harp and Possum fading it.
Which, that may play into the strategy here. Like, does Tybalt rush Twin Harp if he finds it, knowing that Possum won't check it, for example?
But does Possum know that Tybalt knows that Possum knows that Tybalt knows that Possum knows that Tybalt knows that Tybalt is gonna rush Twin Harp, so Possum also rushes Twin Harp. That's mind games.
I'm going to ignore that question and move on to the fact that Possum Morpheus is going down to the Odin spot here to see the boss here. Now that FuSoYa is all wakened up and ready to go, just nuke whatever's here.
That is wise. Please ignore the question. Oh boy. 3 vanilla count 3.
Hey, I'm not upset about this though. Like, can we get the lit 3s off fast enough?
Yeah, this is...
Or we just nuking. Never mind, we nuking.
I mean, faster.
For sure. Speaking of speed, we're going to get slow here. Just to get that Odin a little more slowly here.
Alright. Tybalt was the one that found the silk webs down in Troya, but Possum didn't.
True.
Oh boy, here comes Odin.
2 nukes. We're gonna have to get a third one off to finish him.
Ugh.
This could be tight. At the same time, though, FuSoYa might survive. Got some. Oh, never mind. There's a third nuke. We're good.
Like the fact that Possum saw this check and was like, yes, I am ready to fight Odin and win with my limited resources, just speaks volume and how good he is at this game. Honestly.
Absolutely. I say he's ready for the moon if he was to find Darkness Crystal like right now.
Yo, like again, just these 3 party members are good for the rest of the game pretty much.
So what happens when you have arguably the 3 best people in the game? Just you don't need anybody else.
That being said, you might want to get FuSoYa. So we did find a crystal ring. But if we find a ninja hat, that puts FuSoYa at 28 agility for Ceramics, which will be very nice.
I'm pretty sure Possum Morpheus has both of those things, so we're set.
Ooh. That's excellent. Like, FuSoYa has a really awkward, like 20 agility. So it's good to have some agility manipulation gear.
And he does not get more of it easily.
Character check, huh?
As well. Maybe this is where Edge is.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tybalt is making quick work of the dolls. They do not pose a threat, but Tybalt has been, well, perhaps you might say burdened with the fact that now he has to deal with Sid. But the good thing about Sid in Sea Hero is that, well, you can put Sid in the middle slot for that accuracy bonus for the axes and the bows. He's not gonna be the anchor, so he's good. He's just gonna do good damage.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get Sid to RA1, but also it's you find that cursed ring, he's just right down to like 5 agility or less, which is also fantastic.
But since FuSoYa is the anchor, that's the other thing. You can try to make Sid fast if you find another like a ninja hat or another crystal ring to make him keep up with the rest of the team. He will deal some pretty good damage.
Sea Hero, I've never heard of that. What are you talking about? Alright, moving our way through opening caves. He's not opening any boxes. He's done with the boxes.
Balnap C, combination robot is here. Bye.
Bye.
I always get so excited when I see combination robot, but then he goes away so fast every single time.
I mean, he kind of helps you out if you're not fast enough, so...
Let us appreciate that Possum spent like 2 seconds opening the text box that says Hook seats are the worst.
Something tells me he's not going to take this character. Yeah, no, there's
Bye.
the exit.
That's a DKC. Well, it's not as bad as DKC at King Queen, but DKC at Rubicon is still pretty nasty.
It's okay. We don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Not our problem.
Unless it's, I I don't want to lay out this curse upon the racers, like both in Restream and everyone else that's racing this. But it could be that Darkness Crystal is held by D-Mist, and D-Mist could be a King Queen, Giant, etc., Steel Cave, yada yada. So
I mean,
careful with
D-Mist
that.
at Giant with Darkness Crystal would be quite terrible since we
no.
need the Darkness Crystal.
That got fixed in like 1 point something. Stop it.
I'm
Good
just
lord.
busting your chops, friend. But yeah, we're about
I
to go on the
know.
friend here, see what Possum does down here. He does have the Tower Key. He has access to Dwarf Castle. He's got all sorts of things open up to him here, so...
Basically, he's done the early game so good that basically the seed has become a checklist.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
And there's Tybalt getting the good news.
I do believe he still needs one more boss to get his FuSoYa completely online here, but we'll see how he goes about doing that.
You know what? I respect that play. You know why? Because I absolutely despise walking around like Poison Walk. So yes, please heal your entire party. Thank you very much.
It's just good service to the viewers to not subject them to that, honestly.
I appreciate it.
And we see another unconventional healing option in the form of this pot in the back of Dwarf Castle here.
Ooh, it's Tybalt also. Ooh, I like this play, but Tybalt doesn't have full power for FuSoYa, so he might need to take a rain check on this boss until he gets the spells. Oh, what's Possum doing?
What do we have encounters on? What are you digging for, buddy?
Huh?
Oh, is he setting up in case? Because Golbez is in Dwarf 2, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
This
wow.
is a Golbez setup. Yep.
Wow, the knowledge that you get when you pay attention to the seed.
Meanwhile, we're in the booth here just like, huh? What?
Yeah. Wow, is he gonna do like a basilisk grind, huh?
Yeah. Oh, the best grind. Doing that as a kid, I always hated it so much. But you gotta get rid of the virus before you go in the tower. It's just what you gotta do.
That's a dancing sparkle behind the throne. Let's see what it is. It can't be plague, so there's that at least. But I don't think there's like much that would pose a threat to this team.
Wyvern with an area-based magic attack would be really bad here. Even if it's just something like Fire 3, it would probably wipe the party, but otherwise, yeah, should be fine.
Oh.
No,
we're good.
Held in.
Nuke and swing. Or not, don't even swing. Just nuke.
Oh, no, we're gonna double nuke. We're just gonna go for all the explosions here.
It's okay because just like a swing or two of the sword at Golbez is gonna do it's just gonna do it.
Absolutely, or even you could just cast nuke because it's only like what 3,000 experience.
Yeah,
or 3,000 damage. Sorry.
Wow, in my mind, this spot is like so tough, like ooh, like Dwarf 1 early game, ooh, rough. But he comes to FuSoYa, it's like, haha, I'm gonna drop 6k nukes on you, bye.
Bye.
Another Rosa, well.
Unfortunately, we don't have dupes, so she's out of the picture there.
Hi, Golbez.
Meanwhile, we'll just sit for a minute. Not even going to bother probably putting up Star Rails, probably because the magic power here is extremely low, so he can just face tank these spells while he gets his nuke off.
Indeed. I wonder if Tybalt is gonna take Edward. Also, respect for Tybalt for opening the chest that I also open every single time when I go to this corridor. Nope, bye.
I always get the one in Antline Cave that like your feet practically touch just before the
yes,
the door there.
Me
yeah,
too.
It's right there.
It like I know it takes time, but in my brain it doesn't.
Exactly. Anything under a second doesn't count, obviously,
yes,
except for all the times that it actually does.
I have tried speedrunning a couple times. It is not my thing. I see a chest, and I'm like, it's gonna take me like 5 frames to open it. That's not much. It's just 5 frames. It doesn't matter. You can tell I do not speedrun.
Also, yes, another important thing to know here is that since FuSoYa does have all of his is fully awake and everything, he can now just do the Warp Glitch to get our 2 key items from this. So that's 2 cracks at the Darkness Crystal.
Indeed. We'll see if Possum gets lucky.
So while this cutscene goes on, just a shout out to our restream team here. You know, we got Firebird keeping everything running very, very well, and CS Radical, who's doing such an excellent job with the buttons that I didn't even notice that he was pressing the buttons because everything's just going boom, boom, boom. Love to see it. And also, Alchemy, you're a delight as well.
Thank you. Well, where does the element? That's nice, question mark?
Hey, it's a key item. We're at, what, 8 key items for him right now?
Yeah, it's a key item.
Alright, and what do we got here?
A sand ruby.
So
No
Darkness...
one's checked who's sleeping there. Aww.
Yeah, we don't know who's sleeping there, but we do know Darkness is going to make 10 key items for Posomorphia, so that will make the moon faster as well.
And meanwhile, Tybalt went another way entirely, which is I'm gonna check a Fey March first.
Which, hey, this could be the play.
Well, there's Forge. All Kokol had to do was ask Giot, hey, please give me the element, and ask Leviathan, hey, please give me the Legend Sword. Thanks. Well, there's the mist. I hate this.
Hey, at least K7's on, so there's 2 reasons to fight it.
Yes, there's 2 whole reasons.
Yeah. So if you're gonna go through that slog, you might as well get 2. Oh, hey, that's a cursed ring. Fantastic.
Just a single shop, just one item here in Tomra. Here, here's the hardware shop to check. We only sell one thing: curse ring and curse ring accessories. Here we go.
Sometimes one SKU is all you need to run a business.
Indeed, we make curse rings, but we make it good.
So meanwhile, we see Posomorpheus is going to get the other half of his forge. We're going to see if he decides to check the shop, the forge shop, or if he passes that up altogether. Meanwhile, we see Tybalt going down, going to go for Sheila 1, it seems. Or maybe just getting it out of the way while he goes and does other things.
As we tend to say around here, check your freebies and do your objectives. In this case, the objectives are just all on the moon. So Tybalt is just going to check the freebies. It's just the Darkness Crystal to win the game. So if this is Darkness, well, there you go.
Yep. Sometimes you make plays like this to get a huge lead on somebody who's playing by the math, so...
Indeed. Ethers! Well, that's convenient for FuSoYa.
He tends to need a few of those from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Well, does Sheila have the goods? Or at least the good.
Yeah, the all one good. I mean, she could just turn around. She could just turn around and give you an Artemis bow as well, or whatever, and then it's back to pure all goods.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see if Posomorpheus decides to take any of these fights.
That's pretty much not good. That's worthless in this flexit, pretty much.
Fun fact, though, if this was push B to jump, you can glitch yourself onto the moon with the pass, and it dumps you off into a semi-randomized spot. And then, you're just stuck on the moon without the big whale to take you back, so you're soft-locked on the moon. But you can go to the moon.
Yeah, because turns out the world map is the overworld, the underground, and the lunar world map are all literally the same world map, just with different tiles. So when you jump out, it just puts you on the world map, which in this case is just the moon. There you go. Which is wild, but that's programming for you.
Yep. Oh yeah, we get Dark Elf's not too bad here. Celsus with a half decent weapon, so he'll go down quick.
Doesn't Dark Elf Dark Dragon absorb Holy?
The second form?
Yes, it absorbs Holy, but it's very weak to Holy. I believe that. It's very funny. It's very funny.
Well, it has that weakness to metal weapons in general, right?
I don't think there is a weakness to metal weapons. It's just not that strong to begin with.
Sure.
It just if you use a holy spell on it, it will absorb it and to punish you. It does a huge absorbs because since it's weak to holy, extra weak to holy, it deals extra damage. So it's an extra absorb. but that's only for magic. So you just kind of swing the sword, like it's like bye.
So we see here now with
Well, that's
once
a good
Dark,
shield.
that is a fantastic shield. Once Dark Elf transforms, it loses the boss bit, so you can hit it with like stop or anything like that. But we see here possible like not to do that, just to save on animation time, because he knew.
Oh.
Yeah, he knew Cecil was going to kill it quickly. He's not thinking about that Demist right now. It's whatever.
Yeah, because unlike darkness, like Dark Dragon, which absorbs bodies weak to holy, and those are two very different things. Demist, it resists holy, and that's no good for that light sword.
No, and you'd be relying on like cover strats and hoping everyone could stay alive long enough
Yeah.
for Fu to get multiple nukes off, and it's just a mess.
We'll make a note of that and go
Yeah.
to something else.
Exactly. Like, we got the tower key. This is 2 checks here. Get it out of the way.
And T-Bolt meanwhile is hot on the heels of Awesome, just like clearing all the checks with very, very expediently.
Yeah, making up some of the time that he lost in Zot, which is fantastic. He skipped some of the checks that Possum Morpheus did on the overworld, which are turning out to be blank, so we'll see if he makes up time on that alone, which will be fantastic if he does.
And with that Paladin, I believe FuSoYa will become full powered up, so he's allowed to use spells.
Yep. That means that this Golbez is also eating a nuke to the face.
Indeed. But unlike in Possum's party, T-Bolt has all 4 characters up, so we'll see which ones Golbez picks. Could be very bad.
It's true, we might have an honest Golbez fight here after all.
Fight in quotations, but yes.
I suppose it's also not fair, because he just outright kills your party members off the bat.
Yeah, Golbez kind of cheats something, doesn't he, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna take my turn first, or if you get your first turn, you can't hurt me anyway, because plot reasons.
He has literal plot armor.
There's nothing more powerful in this world. Alright,
Well,
so...
that was Asura. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
That's one more nuisance we're not gonna have on the moon there.
Demolish FuSoYa, that's 1 out of 2.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
It's fine, we still have Cecil here, he's gonna do a lot of damage, and we're Starveiling, so...
Yeah.
Full day and win.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Oh, elements.
Do we go for Reflect Strats here, or do we just swing?
Like, how many Starvels does Possum have left? And does he want to keep the ones he has, just in case?
You can also just cast Wall with FuSoYa, too.
That is true. That is
because it would be 2 reflected nukes, I think, which is 130 magic points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that with a burden.
Bye.
No, we're just swinging. We're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, just swing a nuke.
Yeah, 6K will do it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of pitiful. We can't.
Yeah, the magic stat here is kind of non-existent, so not too much of a threat from anything here.
We'll see if T-Bolt remembers that G-Warp is on. Hopefully he does. And
there we go.
Excellent.
Oh, he moved Warp to the top.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was like it looked like he was prepping for a sealed cave exit, but he doesn't have the Luca key. Meanwhile,
and Possum got a package. Well, that's a key item.
Yeah, we are at more than 10. I'm not going to bother counting there. But we're going to see if he checks for that character.
That is also how my brain works too. It's like, oh, wait, we're 10? Good. I have 10 key items. That is my key item count. I have 10 and or more. That's it. That is where it stops.
What's the difference between 10 and 7? Absolutely nothing. Brain is off.
Listen, the less the processing load my brain has, the better it can play. That's how it works.
Exactly. We're all just trying to get the Ultra Instinct on these things anyway.
Ooh, we're finally gonna check whose character is sleeping at Kaipo.
Yeah, and we're also going to get a key and
Could
check
be.
on Posomorphous aside, so lots to see here.
Nice.
All right, there we go. There's the guy. Let's take him.
There's the guy and there's the harp.
Do it, Possum. Do it. Do
You
it.
can't fight against it, Possum. So, fun fact under S Pro, the only place I believe that sirens can be in is, well, the Coco shop.
Right.
Random crystal gauntlet. Was it a crystal gauntlet?
Crystal
On the
something,
shelf?
but either way.
What?
Hey, you know, crime pays.
Apparently, he does. Wow.
All right. So what do we got for sale here?
Was
Nothing.
that a strength ring?
Yeah,
Oh,
strength ring,
daggers
crystal
is very
helmet.
good.
Oh, hey, Trent's cute.
That's like a plus 15 wisdom, right?
I believe
Let
so.
me double check. But that's still like a very good casting weapon for FuSoYa. He's gonna.
Yeah, it lets him cast his favorite spell, which is shiving.
Yep, plus 15
I hear it's pretty
int.
effective.
Plus 15 int. So he has effectively a Saurus Rod.
All right. What is? Oh, he's gonna go. Is he gonna check harp?
Wow, Possum! Can't believe this.
Maybe
The other
he's.
week he took a Porom, and now this. What's going on with you, buddy?
See, it all goes back to what you were saying earlier about whether he knows that Tybalt knows that he knows that Tybalt knows that he knows. See, he's doing that.
Yeah, like mind games.
There we go.
Like this is the true power in quotations of like meta gameplay.
Also,
And-
yeah, good point. Sealed Cave or Mist Leviathan are things worth fading. So
Yeah, it's like no, let's not. Like I would rather get like a defense sword or something. Bye. But you know, Tybalt has a full party, and he's stealing sirens.
oh yeah, we're going for a siren grind.
Honestly, I can respect that.
I respect it, but also I think he has enough power to take on moon bosses. So I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. For all we know, the moon could be the whole collection of all the worst
Was
bosses.
that a holy sword that I just saw, or was that a normal sword? He's so fast.
I didn't catch it either. I'm like waiting to see. Oh,
I
right.
just see a sword.
It was some sort of sword.
Did anyone in chat catch it?
Alright, so we're gonna quickly cast Stone, see if it comes off. There we go. Cutscene
Excellent.
skipped. And I do believe this is where we stop talking for a couple of minutes.
Indeed, because the harp song that Edward plays has been randomized as well. So have fun, folks. Well, Habit didn't last long enough for this song to play much, but that's okay.
What song was that anyway?
Focus Tower, I believe,
Okay.
from Mystic Quest, I think. Not sure if that's it. Whoop! Wow, that was deep play, huh?
That was the play. That was the play.
And
Alright.
Tybalt doesn't have the tower key. Oh no.
Nope. We are going on a wild goose chase here.
Where was tower key? Dang it, I can't put my finger on it.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
right,
I
the
think
Baron throne.
was it the
The
Baron?
Baron. Yeah, Odin has the tower key.
Oh,
Oh
that's rough.
no.
That is rough.
Yeah. I mean, Tibble has a good party for dealing with Odin. All of his two extra party members are gonna be a good buffer for FuSoYa to get the spells off. But he has to
Absolutely.
actually go there instead of,
Yep.
I don't know, spending time on like Demis or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, do you see Demis and be like, oh, hey, this is 2 canon checks. I'm going to do this instead.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got the edge, so on Possumorphus' side. So are we just going straight to the moon with our 4 characters?
I honestly, knowing Possum, I expect Possum to be like, okay, I'm going up the moon, and if the character up there is a dupe, I just finish the game with 4 characters. If it's not a dupe, I take it. I'm
It's the
just
4
like,
best
let's go.
characters. Yeah. The 4 best
Yeah,
characters, you already got a bunch of edge gear, you got some dartables, so whatever. He's good.
Indeed. What's Tybalt's next move going to be? Ooh.
Where's Tybalt gonna go?
He's going up.
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. He's going north.
He's going for it.
Woo!
Nine.
Awesome. He is eventually on the path.
There he is. Possum found the stick workshop. Very nice.
There we go. For a second, I was like, is he going to open the pass door? He has to do objectives first. What are you doing, buddy? You gotta go to the moon. So when you're going to the moon in this flag set where you need to do all 5 of these checks, I reckon the best play is probably top down in my opinion, just because you have to hit them all anyway, and you might as well get that one out of the way first.
Yeah, like the most logical set of like order is going top down, because you start at the top, and then by the time you finish Masamune altar, it's just a short walk to Ceramos at that point.
Oh yes, absolutely. Skip that final save, just swag walk, whatever. You don't need to go back and save after Masamune spot.
I mean, you have you have literally the 4 best characters in the game and good gear. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair. And you have 2 methods of agility manipulation for your Fu. You can either get him up to 28 with the ninja hat and the crystal ring, or you can get him down to 5 agility with that cursed ring. So options are all there.
Yeah. Note, I will never do a swag walk like this. It's Possum's really good at the game. They ship of life from the moon, the big well, and meanwhile, Tibalt is contesting with Odin. There's a good dart, 2k of excellent. You have to see it.
Go. So we've raised the whale. We're going to see if this nuke does the job. If not, he may be in trouble here.
He's going to get a character. Tybalt finishing off Odin. Excellent.
Okay, so we're taking a 5th character on Possumorphus' side. Who are we taking? Is it Porum? Is it Porum?
Huh.
He's seen the light. He knows the power of the other white mage. Take your white mages, have multiple sources of blink. It's great. You don't need Tella, he's just a fella. Leave him on Earth.
Thing is, lady, it's Sea Hero, so FuSoYa is the anchor because he's the hero. So might be thinking of having 2 Circcasters, because there are no. I mean, with Edge you could still back us, but there are like an all-time premium pretty much.
Yeah, and I think he already took out the first Matador chest, so if he wanted to steal boxes, he'd have to go all the way past
to Magnus, right?
Yeah. Just
so that might be the last time I saw Possum pick up a Param, it was just a Berserk tank pretty much. Wow, Tybalt somehow sniffed out this seed. It's like, yeah, this is the path to take. Like, yeah, Demis is gonna take a while. Like, famous is like not worth it. I'm just gonna go do like here's tower key, and I'm gonna check tower key. This is gonna be it. I wonder
It's
if
gonna
he's
be,
gonna go for Twin Heart like immediately after too.
if he does, it will make up a lot of time.
Whoa.
Well, I guess you don't feel so bad about taking that Porum now that there's another Porum.
Unless there's another character he had hiding in the den. This was like Distinct 8 or something, which is pretty decent, I guess. Could be worse.
It could be worse, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Possum is gonna go Reflex Rats with Edge and Cecil with a good weapon.
Now I feel like we're gonna be swinging some blades here. Yeah, and we're giving good gear to Porum too, so she's gonna be doing things. Interestingly, she's taking the ninja hat, so is that like a thing for the rest of the game? Are we going with Cursed Ring for FuSoYa stuff at the end, or just doing it now? Okay, that makes sense. Let's do it.
Gonna have a good anchor for the moon, I guess.
Yeah. We're gonna be mostly attacking with Edge and Cecil anyway, so that's fair.
We will see what challenges the moon has for us.
And it's not like FuSoYa is suddenly useless because he's wearing the Cursed Ring. Like, he still has pretty decent stats, and he still has access to all that great white magic too, so...
Yep. Wow, making Porum really fast too, huh?
She's gotta be in order to do anything at level 10 on the moon.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the real challenge is probably going to be keeping her up for a fight or two, so that she can get her double experience points bonus and like jet up to like level 30 or whatever it is that she needs to be viable here.
Indeed. Come on, Tybalt. What's your next move?
Yeah, we gonna do the music.
Are you doing the music or going down? He's going down the Feymarch. Sirens.
Sirens. Yeah, which probably indicates a Sirens Feymarch play because he wants the levels now. Oh, well, this is a free fight on the moon.
Yeah, just gotta try to make sure your Porum's up at the end of it.
Yeah. Not even going to time the Cecil swing, just going to let Berserk do it. Fantastic.
No!
It's fine, he just has to throw a life potion immediately after the kick here, and... There we go.
Nice.
Yep.
Ooh. Did you know that Yellow Dragons hurt?
They do.
They do.
You don't have a good setup. They kind of wreck you.
Ooh, Rosa didn't get the full XP, but that's okay.
Yeah. Everyone else is getting some levels there. She'll survive for the next one, I'm sure. Here we go, and is that ouch yet? No, it is not.
That should do it. Ouch!
So for the extra trigger, it turns out he doesn't actually have to throw out the second kick. He just has to have it queued up, which is fantastic.
Oh, okay. I forgot that's how that works.
Yeah.
There comes the big levels.
There we go. 68,000 experience there, everybody.
How incredibly convenient is it for this seed to have Karate Man on a seed, like on this spot, on a full moon completion seed, with the seed that gives you Cecil and Ordeals. Like, this is, and it gives you a Protect Ring. How perfect is this whole scenario? I can't believe it.
Oh, this is a perfect, like, you were intending this to be a 5-star difficulty seed, and you rolled it. Like...
Well, I'm so glad, because some of the times I'm like, hey, this is a 6-star seed. 3 hours later.
Yeah.
I was like, whoops, I guess the seed just felt like being the big massive jerk, and there's nothing I can do about that. Wow.
Sometimes the randomizer just randomizes. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Tybalt's going straight for it. Tybalt has read the seed like an open book.
Good.
Incredible.
Oh, it looked like he was indicating a Feymarch play there, but no, this is great. This is great. And also, we get to listen to that lovely song again soon.
I wonder if, like, okay, so Porum is extra safety and more sources of Berserk, but the seed is gonna be swinging a weapon. Okay, maybe not for much, but with some decent gear that might drop in the moon. I wonder if Sid is gonna make a good difference in power. Guess we'll see.
No, with doing Zerg strats with your third source of Zerg, is that Porm can throw down the Zergs while the other two white mages focus on keeping the party alive through initial attacks. So it makes the Zerking process way more smooth. You don't have to like make really difficult decisions about do I cure this turn, do I Zerk this turn, or anything like that. You have three white mages. You just, one or two of them heal and the rest cast Zerg, and you're good. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, pretty much. But that is also damage that you're not dealing. See, you have like maybe too many white mages. Like, sure, it's super safe, but maybe that's not like extra damage. But I don't know how the math works out. It's like Sid will need to have some really good gear for that to really matter.
Yeah, and I mean his ultimate weapon is technically what, a rune axe, like.
Yeah, Artemis, I guess, but
true. That. Anyway, we got a reprise of the song here, so.
Identified, wow.
Another short reprise as that boss is gone in mere seconds here. Meanwhile, we see Possum Morpheus doing some life glitching on these Dark Imps here. This is going to be a nice hefty chunk of experience. Look at that beautiful 210,000 experience. That wasn't even Ribbon Room. If that was Ribbon Room, that would have been like 300,000 experience easy. But yeah, 210, nothing to sneeze at here. Like, that's basically the grind right there.
And an apple for your travels, just for the farm. like it's only 50 HP, but that could make the difference somehow.
There we go. We're gonna do a little bit of warping here to save some time and walking back.
That's
Yep.
This is like the big brain stuff that people that are good at this game come up with.
Oh yeah, warp straps on LST are not as easy as they are on Sealed Cave for whatever reason.
I believe that. Like, LST is such a custom maze.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see him probably hit the save point and hit the White Spear altar after that. Meanwhile, Tybalt getting his whale up on the moon. We're gonna see if he goes straight to the top spot. Can't imagine he wouldn't.
I wonder what was holding, like, all the rest of the key items are just dead ends, right? We got like every single progression key item except the Pang and the Rat Tail. And the Pang and the Rat Tail will like give just like dots. Check out this spoon as a dot. There was an error in the state, folks. Bring one room first, huh?
Alright. Might as well get that easy experience. Oh, okay. Maybe not the easy experience. Let's see how this goes here.
First thing is a good idea.
Hey, that was a neat little visual there. 5 vampires.
Wow, that looked weird as hell.
It also slowed down the game a little bit too. That was impressive.
Yeah. It is kind of hard to like really slow this game down, huh?
Yeah, this is a game where they programmed in Big Bang. It doesn't usually falter too much, except for party-wide fire 3s. That tends to slow things down almost every time too.
Too many particles.
But yeah,
the team has good damage. The agility setup is good. This bot isn't that incredibly fast. It just has a lot of HP, so slowing down, excellent.
Exactly, and he's going to be able to get these life pots off faster than Wyvern can do the nukes, so this fight's solved.
Yep, Possum solved the fight. Meanwhile, Tibalt has Porum, and I wonder what's going through his head. I wish he could have taken Porum, or I never needed Porum to begin with. Also, he named Porum Possum. Nice. I did miss that.
Wow, Wyvern hasn't even gotten his initial wall up yet. That's amazing.
Yeah, this spot isn't that fast, I guess. Huh.
I was gonna say that there's like 40,000 experience here, but... Oh, never mind, he did have his wall up. I was looking at Tybalt's screen for 3 seconds there. Not that the magic power here is super high anyway, but...
Ooh, he's going... Oh, he has the pass. So he's going bottom up, and then just like warping out and using the pass. That's a good call, because in case something goes wrong in Ceremus, the time difference of trying to enter the fight again between having a pass and not having one is pretty huge.
Another thing too is he might be looking for an easier boss down first to get his experience, to start steamrolling his experience to make the other moon bosses faster, and he figures he might have better luck with that if he goes to where the boss density is higher at the bottom of the moon, start clearing those out, and then maybe that will give him more levels to clear the other spots if they turn out to be tougher.
Yeah, and in the end, once you find what you're looking for, if you do just exit out and do Murasame spot, which is just Karate Man, and you're good.
Yeah.
So it's also like a okay. So in my brain, it's like, oh, deep play is just top to bottom, but with the passing hand, it's not so clear cut as that.
No, it's got a little bit of variation to it. So yeah, we're gonna see both our racers down in the same spot here. Possum already did Ribbon. He's doing Plague Spot now. We're gonna see what Tybalt does first. Also going to be doing Plague Spot for the probably easier fight. Well, it turns out it's a very easy fight. Never mind.
Wow.
Question is, can you kill off the king fast enough to make it worth it, or do you just wait this out?
I don't know that you can. This is a lot of like. Okay, you would, but I don't know if Possum or Tybalt have like cabins to heal the FuSoYas.
It's true, yeah. And the cabin cutscene does take a fair chunk of time to it as well, so that you have to count into that. Yeah.
I wonder, I wonder what's faster, but it's probably like around the same. If I like in my not very well trained brain, it's somewhat the same.
But also, you notice here he's taking the time to do his menuing during all these fire spells as well, so that's going to save a few more seconds in the long run as well.
Good lord. Tybalt entered. Okay, so did Possum enter the fight? Yeah, Possum entered the fight first, but Tybalt is ending it first. I wonder why. Agility setups?
Agility setups, yeah. I don't believe Tybalt's FuSoYa has the curse ring on it, so that fight would have went faster for him.
Interesting.
Yep. That's one of those situations where not working agility manipulation is to your advantage.
Nice assassin dagger. It's gonna be real useful for those dark games up there.
Yeah, could be faster than casting Fatal on him. So meanwhile, we are down to just one more boss left for Possum Morpheus, whereabouts Tybalt is doing his 2nd out of 5 bosses now. You'll be finding a relatively... Well, I was going to say relatively, but anyway, he's going to Starveil here, but turns out it wasn't necessary. He is going to have a harder time with this fight because he does not have his agility set up, so Wyvern is going to actually get those nukes off, it looks like.
Indeed.
In the meantime, we're going to see what...
Yeah, the Masamune holds, right?
Yeah, let's see what the second final boss is.
Yeah, that's... Yeah,
we already know who the final boss is. That's not as exciting.
Wow. They just took a walk down.
Yep, they were just like, oh, we just need some fresh air. Or some less fresh air? I don't know how this lunar core stuff works.
Darn the white spear. Very nice.
Yep. Oh, this fight won't be very difficult at all. It's even though it does have a fair chunk of HP, I do believe it's less HP than the Ribbon Room. So he's just going to spread out the damage to make sure we don't get too many flame counters and just have a nice breezy fight.
Sid's just like tanking that nuke, and good job, Sid.
Sid's good for something. He's got that big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Numbers big, numbers good. Bunga bunga.
take party-wide cure for there. Meanwhile, Tybalt's getting pretty close to finishing his Wyvern fight here. 18k apiece. Thank you very much.
There's the dart. Very, very nice. That's so much EXP.
Yep. Good old 200,000k ribbon room. Oh gosh, there was a async I ran with a bunch of people once where Wyvern was in the ribbon room. And we all came in there with like 10 key items, but then he used retreat. And I was like, oh. We kind of wanted that experience, but okay.
Thanks, Jurg. Also, that was the White Mage's vault right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like a life staff and a white shirt. Like, okay, you're set. If you weren't before, you are now.
So yeah, Tybalt's on his way to see those D-Lunars. We're going to see if Possum Morpheus decides to go back and save, or if he's just going to run right in there.
Are you, Possum? Are you?
Do it. Do it. Do it. We want the swag rock.
He knows he has an audience. He spent 2 seconds with the Hooks Rise of the Wars text box open in Cave Evelyn. Of course, I knew it.
You gotta go for it. He's gunning for the big first place here because we have, 6 racers today? And nobody's finished yet, so we're gonna see if Possum Morpheus is both first on stream and overall.
Wylam has been watching or so, he said, so no one to snipe Possum if he keeps playing this good, and if this Ramos fight goes just excellent. Guess we'll see.
We're gonna see. With a 5 agility Fu and a excellent party otherwise, I think he's gonna be fine. I know we should never take the last boss for granted, but this is looking pretty safe.
And of course, there's a lot of flags, and I know, listen, okay folks, I know it's 10 p.m. I'm not going to bed yet. It's Saturday, okay? But thank you for looking out for me. Okay, no, okay, fine, no. So, we don't randomize where Ceremus is, but we still have to randomize something about the final boss. So we just change what
Wait, they're about to use the crystal, get it out.
You say it.
No,
Emily,
it's your club, you ask.
No, okay, fine. What does whose spot are we gonna kick this afternoon, and what's Ceremus cosplaying as today?
Right on time. Good job.
I wanted you to say it because I said the first blurb.
Anyway, as he yells for Greg here, we're gonna see what happens. Oh, that's not pretty.
Gross. So we have the duality of Free Enterprise. Cute lunar frogs on one side. Whatever this is, a massive wrinkle apparently on the other.
That's not what a wrinkle looks like. I hope that's not what a wrinkle looks like. I'm in my mid-30s. I'm about to get wrinkles. I hope they don't look like this.
I don't know. It's in the name.
But
apparently it's from Cookie Clicker. Okay, remind me to not play Cookie Clicker. Thank you.
I have more questions, but those can wait until later. So yeah, we have classic Zerg strat set up here. Silk Webs coming out. All of that jazz here.
Already having the 2 fighters per Zerg, amazing counter nuke, forum, very good. And Tybalt is done with the D-Learners.
Yep, so he's just gotta do his Dark Imps at Crystal Sword and Young at the top of the LST, and then he can just pass on over and have a crack at this wonderful looking thing.
Thing is, like, at this point, Possum has to take a nasty web to Ceremus for Tybalt to be able to catch up, because Tybalt is like extremely good at the game, and he's gonna like crack those 2 checks really fast.
Oh, absolutely.
But Possum is already like right in the thick of it, like flinging whites and stuff.
Yeah, we're dealing the damage here. I see people are trying to explain this wrinkleness in the chat, and it's just opening more questions. So we're just move on and talk Free Enterprise for a hot second, shall we?
Don't tempt Shala. Like, see Will jumping in voice chat.
Meanwhile, yeah, we're gonna have this Young here. We're gonna have Dark Imps here first. We're going to see if we get the life grind off here, but at the same time, Tibble is almost at level 50 anyway. Maybe he won't take the time to do it. Maybe he'll just rush through the fight as fast as he can here, because, you know, he's already at like level 47, all of his characters. Don't really need to grind too much at this point.
Indeed. Don't be like me and grind to level 65.
Oh, but there's nothing better than the nice breezy seed fight after a long, dreadful seed.
I agree. God, we're
like,
trying to be competitive.
It's like, oh, but I had to fight Kainazo at CPU, or at, you know, elemental spot, the giant. It was dreadful. And I just, like, hold A and win, please?
Yeah, what's that? 20 sirens? All of them? Sure.
All of them? Who needs hearing anyway? Just everyone's ears are just done now.
Well, yeah, the people not bothering with the life glitching, just like
stone
Rosa's down, whatever, bye.
Yeah, we're out of here. His parties look like it could eat a full power Big Bang no problem anyway, so there's no point in like doing any grinding or too much in the way of setup probably.
Yep.
Oh, we're giving Zeromus a Ether 2 there. Fantastic. We'll restore his match.
Why did Possum voice FuSoYa, I wonder?
Right, so we're going to eat a second Big Bang here. Probably the last Big Bang of the fight. Meanwhile, Tibble going to have a nice little nap in the Lunar Whale. Which, I don't know how comfortable those chairs are, like you're sitting up. But like also they're high-tech.
The 3D versions have it easier. They're like tubes you lie down in.
Okay, it's like one of those tube hotels.
I guess. But there's Meteos. Ooh, that was a nasty Meteo.
It was a nasty Meteo, but we got the Cure 4 out.
Rosa's still up, so...
Yep. And Edge is going to take us down probably 3 hit stops.
Ooh. Counter white. No direct white. How daring.
At this point, yeah, it's the counter's not scary. And Possum Morpheus has finished in first place. We're going to see the official time here in a second here, but GG's to Possum Morpheus.
Finishing in first place with a time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, 45 seconds. Good work, Possum.
Excellent.
One leg over table for this one.
Alright, so we'll see if Possum Morpheus decides to join us for an interview, as Tibble is about to do his 5th and final fight here. It looks like he's just going to wait to do that ouch trigger.
I mean, honestly, it's just faster than berserking. I feel like, because you don't waste the animation of swinging the sword.
Exactly. Yeah, I like this play a lot here.
And Possum like wanted to. I can imagine Possum wanting to like buffer the Cardiman's actions to make sure that Porum was awake for the XP, but Tibble doesn't have that issue.
Exactly. So yeah, we're going to see him probably exit out, use the pass here. In the meantime, Possum Morpheus has joined us in the chat. GG's, Possum Morpheus.
Thank you. GG's to everyone.
Congrats on the win. And yeah, first thing I want to ask about, I see there's finally a check so bad that it will make you do Harp first. Really didn't want to do that demist at Leviathan, eh?
I mean, the issue with that demist at Leviathan is, even if I were to grind, I'd have white casters. I want to be anchored for that fight, so Nuke is going to be a little bit neutered for Fu, probably doing like 5 to 6k. Yeah, I could Silver Staff Berserk and take it out, but long story short, yeah, I'm doing Twin Harp every time over that. Plus, I did also gamble a little bit on being able to do the basement, Baron Basement, which led to the Tower Key, which led to the Harp, and one of my mantras is follow your gambles and follow your chains, and because I made that play, I had to continue on with it. So it was kind of a number of things that led to it, but I also never did Sheila 1 for the same reason. I was following those chains. So
interesting. Just committing to the play. I live or I die by this play, right?
Pretty much. If I make the play for Baron Basement and it pays out, great, and if it doesn't, feels bad. But
But you can't be too upset about that. This was not an incorrect play. This was just one of the paths through the seat that you chose.
Oh, yeah.
It just didn't pan out. In this case, it did.
Yeah, in this case, it was great.
I mean, having nuke ready kind of makes that check a little bit safer. The odds are a little bit better when you can just finish it in 3 turns regardless of what it is.
Yeah, I was super happy to see the Baron key come from Fabul Defense because that meant that I knew I would have nuke for Fu, for Baron Basement, and for Hook Route. Then stumbled across the Magma key and was like, oh, okay, well, that's neat. I guess we go do everything underground now. So
Yeah, speaking of that sort of thing, how did the meta objective kind of like route your gameplay? Like, how did it influence your decision making?
well, I wanted a Berserk caster and I wanted a couple of Zerkers. That's kind of been how I've approached these. Uh, Fu obviously can't cast Berserk until much later, so someone like a Rosa or a Porum is very important.
Okay.
In this case, Rosa, I was like, well, I'll take a Rosa with a Fu. Starting with an Elven Bow and Samurai Arrows will get us through a lot. That was a nice high roll there. Um, and then that drove the Eblin Castle check. It was like, let me get to Berserk on Rosa. I can Zerk up this Light Sword Cecil. I got the Light Sword from the Treasury. Was super happy to see that Cecil instead of Tella and Sid and Tella and Sid and Tella and Sid and Tella and Sid and also Tella and lastly Sid. Um, so I was like, oh, cool. I have real characters now. Let's hold out for the rest of the party. A little bit of a departure for me because I normally like to commit to a party early, but I don't want to commit to Tella's, Sid's, and Eddie's. Like that's not the dream. So it was interesting.
I was a little surprised seeing you pick Porum over Sid, having already one Berserk caster over another like damage dealer. Like, did you feel that Sid just didn't have the equipment power to do value to the team, or a Porum that maybe swings a wide or allows Rosa to swing a wide?
Yeah, so basically it was, I don't need the help for getting through the moon. I don't need the help for getting through the rest of the seed. I'm looking at who's going to allow me more flexibility in the Z fight. Porum allows me to use her as a healer and allows me to change Rosa over to a white caster. At that point, I had like a lunar staff and a sork robe I could have thrown on her. And I know with that type of equipment, she's going to be doing like, 7,500 to 8k on the whites, which I think is perfectly fine compared to Sid, who's going to be zerking for like 2k. The queue's already clogged. I don't really need that. So it takes Rosa off white mage duty. I happened to stumble across that loaded ribbon room where it was like, here's your life staff and your white shirt. Have fun with your
Yeah.
quad 9 whites. So like in retrospect, it worked out perfectly. But I just wanted the extra flexibility. I didn't feel like Sid was going to do much for me at that point. And it paid off. Like a lot of my decisions paid off this time around, which was nice. It's good to have that happen every once in a while.
It's always a good
Indeed.
feeling when the rando's in your favor there.
Yes.
So, any other thoughts on the seed? Flag said anything of the sort?
I mean, just in general, like it's super fun flag set. I love the work that Alchemy does on everything with all of the hero's journeys. A lot of work that she puts into everything, and it definitely is not gone unnoticed. Like the effort you put into the flag sets, I adore doing the asyncs and all of that. So that's kind of my final thoughts on it. The seed was plenty fun. The bosses early on were very accessible. So yeah, it was a good time all around, and I appreciate y'all.
It's always a worry when I do one of these. Like, it has happened before that I do one of these and it's like, oh, this one's fine, this flag is fine, and then the seat goes, here, have 2 waves at high HP slots, have a seat, take 3 hours. I'm like, well, folks, sorry for lying to you, apparently.
I mean,
It's not much I can do about that.
Well, like this seed though, everything was given to you that you needed to succeed. You just have to know how to do it.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's nice when that happens.
So, again, like I was very fortunate that my routing also got me a very early Cecil online who could cover strat through Eblin, who could get me the levels for Berserk on Rosa and open the seed up. Those 3 characters, Fu, Rosa, and Cecil, can win a game by themselves, and for the most part, they did. The tools were there. You just have to be able to navigate it, and it was cool. It was a really fun seed, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you. I'm glad it worked out that way.
But yeah, thank you so much for the comms, everyone. I assume it was Alchemy and Emily on comms, CS Radical pushing the buttons, and Firebird Lover, words are hard, doing the behind the scenes work. So appreciate y'all, and thank you so much for having me today.
thank you for coming in for the interview, and GG's again. Congrats on the win.
Thank you,
Indeed,
thank you.
GGs.
Everyone have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
And as we see Tybalt being the runner of the hero, or the runner of the people, zerking up FuSoYa here. But he's in rocks. His fight should be done any second now.
Is this Quint? I think it was Quint. Wow. GG's
And
Tybalt.
there it is.
With a time of 1 hour 41 minutes 6 seconds. Great work.
Excellent work. Makes him second place overall.
Indeed. That's the first time we've had the first and second places in this club. Very nice. Usually it's Wellum, the man in the shadows, winning the first place because he's disgustingly good at this game.
It looks like Tybalt's going to be in for an interview in a few seconds here, so we will get his thoughts on the seed and how everything worked out there. Also, thank you for the GGs, everybody. Glad we could put on a wonderful show for you all today. Good racers, excellent staff in all aspects of the booth here. Shout out to Radical, did a fantastic job pressing buttons. You would have sworn he's been doing it all along. Did not miss a beat the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And also, shoutouts to Firebird Lover for keeping everything on track, even though there was a small fire about halfway through. But, they had this. They fixed it up. They're good. And we're joined by Tybalt now. Tybalt, welcome on in. GG's.
GG's.
So, what were your thoughts on the seed in general, flag set, that kind of thing?
I really wish I could have used spells. Those Mega Sisters were just mean.
They were the moment I saw Megasters, I was like tearing my hair out, like no, not this.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, anything but this. Like, maybe Golbez was the only thing that was possibly worse.
Like, Golbez, at least you can reflect.
Right, Golbez at least does damage to himself at that point, but Mega Sisters just
Hey, you got through it, and you managed to make up a lot of time with very efficient routing. Like, it was really close in the end there, honestly.
Well, I went bottom up due to the fact that I didn't have any camping gear. I had 1 elixir and 1 cure 3.
That's what it was. We were like wondering if you were going to we were like trying to figure out if it was some sort of like routing due to like figuring out that the pass was faster, or if you wanted like less time on a possible wipe to restart the fight, going through the pass instead of the whole walk again. We didn't notice the lack of camping gear. That's fair. That is legit.
Yep, no camping gear, so it's like, well, if I can clear out the bottom, I can exit out and then have the whale to heal me up. It's great.
Yeah. Hey,
and then the moon being so free.
Yeah, it was a fairly nice moon, all things considered.
I mean, the only thing that wasn't free was Wyvern.
Yeah,
at least
Wyvern with 40,000 HP is still Wyvern with 40,000 HP, even if he does have a little lower spell power, but you got through it super easily enough.
Yeah, I figured I wanted some darts, which is why I went back to Kakol for some darts. I'm like, oh hey, I've got money for Drain Spears. Let's go. I'll either A, need those for the moon, or B, need those for that Demist at Leviathan.
Awesome.
Indeed.
Yes. No, it was well played, well raced. Sorry, go ahead.
No. It just.
I have nothing.
So okay. So did you pick Sade used merely because you felt like you needed like an extra body to tank a spell or two?
Yep.
Or did you have like I was wondering if you had like any other
exact thing. It's like I need an extra body. I'm stuck in a life roulette here, and I just need an extra body.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I was wondering I was wondering if you're like, oh, maybe like he like Tybalt is gonna fish for like a good state weapon. He's gonna stick him in the center or something, like give him some good gear, like maybe the crystal ring to make like state work. But no, sometimes you just need an extra body.
Yeah, you just need an extra body to take a hit, and of course the Mega Sisters are like, oh, I'm just gonna put the wall on Cecil every single time. It's like, I want to zerk him up. He's got the elven bow and.
Yeah, sometimes just the game says no to you, and honestly, it really sucks. I'm very sorry that happened. Like we saw you get like kind of closed like a few times, and it's like, come on, just be nice to Tibble already, please.
Yeah, I know that's where I think I lost a lot of time was in that Magus Sisters fight.
So I also wanted to mention, you read like after that, you read the seat like an open book. It was kind of bonkers to see. You just made the right the right check right after right check every single time. Like, did you see that Leviathan, the Mist of Leviathan, and we were like, you know what? I'm just going to do literally anything else.
Yep, pretty much. Is that spot hits really hard, and I'm like, nope. I'm going to leave that for last. No, thank you. And knowing Possum, a little bit of metagaming here, knowing Possum, there's a chance he'll probably do the Fey March once he gets all the spells on Fu. So I was like, I'm going to do other things. Oh, look, Twin Harp. I know he'll fade Twin Harp. Let's go there.
We were talking about the metagaming in the booth, right, Emily?
we were just like, oh, it was specifically Alchemy was like, oh, but like, what if Tibble figures Possum is doing this, and then Possum thinks Tibble doing this, and then back and forth, and I was like, all right, this conversation is getting too much for me. I'm out of here. Like,
between me and Possum, there are so many different races out there where we come within 3 minutes to 2 minutes of each other. We just know that much how well each other routes.
Yeah, it was really close to beating that again, so rivalry continues.
Like, I saw you exit out of the tower, and I was like, is Tibble just going to go straight for the Baron basement? That will be like kind of like a heads up play instead of going down the Fey March. And then you did. And it's like, well, you know, the tower key cutscene takes a while. Like, maybe Tibble is gonna do use the Fey March, but you just went and did the tower. And then you just did every single right check afterwards. And honestly, at the end, you made up so much time. It was great, honestly. So good job.
Avoiding the pan chain and the rat tail.
Yeah, just beeline to the end. It was kind of bonkers to see. Amazing.
I mean, I can't be too mad about how that was run, but just curse you, Magus Sisters.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's just that one boss.
absolutely.
It's okay, next time you see them, they'll be out like Baron in 1 or something, and you can just steamroll them and get your revenge.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Awesome. Any final words before we sign off, or?
No, thanks for doing the commentary. I know both of you are both really good runners and great comms, so definitely a good watch back. Thanks for Firebird for restreaming this, and CS Radical for doing the tracking.
Thank you so much for coming in for the interview, and GG's.
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 All right. Well, that was a really good show today. I'm glad that we could put it on for everyone here. Looks like after this, we'll be going over to Escorian, who is doing a 12-hour biz shuffler free enterprise. I do believe they're playing, I think it's like 12 seeds on a shuffle or something like that.
Yeah, it's like it changes seats on the same emulator like every, like, I don't know, like 15 to 60 seconds randomly every single time. It's not even sequential. It's bonkers. So have fun, folks.
So on behalf of myself, Alchemy, Firebird Lover, CS Radical, and our runners Tibble and Posmorpheus, thank you all so much for watching, and have a lovely afternoon, evening, and happy time zone, everyone, and take care.